Good morning, everybody. Hope all is well. Welcome to the special Friday the 13th video, September 13th, here in beautiful South Central Wisconsin. You guys already seen it, but today's video is called Dave Grohl is a Pimple on Kurt Cobain's Ass. Stick around, I'll tell you more, guys. That's right, Dave Grohl is a pimple on Kurt Cobain's ass. Obviously, the news of Dave Grohl has been circulating this past week. As many of you know, he apparently fathered a child. But the problem was, it wasn't with his wife of 21 years. Outside of that, I don't think we've heard too many details. But I suppose in this day and age, it won't be long until we start hearing more and more info on that situation. Now, unfortunately for Dave Grohl, he is beloved by millions of fans all around the world. He has been known as the nice guy of rock. Truth be told, when I heard this news, I personally was not surprised. I was actually going to make a video about Dave Grohl a year or two ago, because honestly, I don't think he's all that he's cracked up to be. A lot of you regular viewers of this channel, you know I thrive on being real on this channel. I consider myself a realist. I want to be 100% real 100% of the time. So that's how we fly around here, guys. Now, I don't want this to sound like I'm bragging or anything. Again, I'm just being real here. But I was born blessed, maybe cursed, depending on how you look at it or what situation presents itself. But I have the ability to smell bullshit from 100 miles away. I always have, ever since I was a kid. I know when people are being genuine. I know when people are being a fraud. I almost always know when somebody's lying. I almost always know when somebody is bullshitting and talking shit. Just a sense I guess I was born with. So why was I gonna make a Dave Grohl video in the past? It was because I kind of wanted to call him out a little bit. Because to be honest with you, I always thought he was kind of a fraud, kind of a prick, I guess. But fortunately for Dave, he must have been born with a golden spoon up his ass or something like that. Because old Dave, to all his fans out there, he can do no wrong. And personally, I never bought into that. Well, the nicest guy in rock, maybe people will see he's not so nice after all. Maybe seeing Dave Grohl is merely a pimple on Kurt Cobain's ass. Maybe that pimple finally got popped, right? By the way, I have no hate for David Grohl. How could I? I don't even know the guy, really. None of us know what he's really about. But geez, Dave goes down, cooks up a little meat for some homeless folks, and he's like Saint freaking Dave all of a sudden. Meanwhile, everybody else down there serving the homeless that do it on a weekly basis, they're not getting no love, are they? They're just showing up between their jobs and putting in their time. They're not getting no glory for that stuff. But somebody like Dave does it, and he's like the holy grail of people all of a sudden. Like I said earlier, he just can't do nothing wrong. The Foo Fighters, they could put out the biggest piece of crap song out there. It'll get on the radio. People will love it. At this point in his career, it doesn't really matter. He already established himself. He already established all the love from the fans. Granted, the new music doesn't really last too long. And that happens to a lot of bands. In the end, I just kind of want to say, to me, this was not a surprise. All this news from this past week. As of his wife and family and kids, who knows what they're gonna do. From what I keep reading, sounds like he is kind of a womanizer. I think more and more of that will come out as the story progresses. I've been reading lots of comments on the old Facebooks and stuff like that. And I am surprised at the good amount of backlash he is receiving from fans. As like I said, it felt for so long that he could do no wrong. And everybody just loved the guy so much. But I think maybe this will open people's eyes and see the reality of things. Maybe Dave is not the Mr. Nice Guy everybody thought he was. And personally, I did mention Dave Grohl in a video a while back. I was talking about autographs and how dumb autographs are. I never really understood why somebody wanted somebody's signature from somebody they didn't even really know because they're a famous musician or athlete. We're putting these musicians, celebrities, way too high on the totem pole, people. You want an autograph? Go get your grandma and grandpa's autograph on a picture. Save that for the rest of your life. That being said, why did I say that? I seen Dave Grohl kind of be a prick to some people about giving out autographs. You won't give out autographs to random people, apparently. You know, and I don't buy into that bullshit, if you ask me. There's some kid there wanting to have your autograph on a CD or a t-shirt or whatever it may be. Sign the freaking autograph. And if it ends up on eBay, so freaking what? Who cares? Be a nice guy, all right? Don't be a freaking prick. Because I think that's what I truly think Dave Grohl is. He is a prick. Sure, he's probably not a prick to all his musician buddies, his famous musician buddies. But when it comes to real people, I think he's probably a prick, if I'm being honest. That's the vibes I've always got from him, I guess. Like I said, I believe Dave Grohl is a pimple on Kurt Cobain's ass. Yes, Dave Grohl, he seems to be a beloved rock star. Kurt Cobain is a rock legend. I believe Kurt Cobain was a genuine human being, even at his peak stardom. And don't get me started on the talent pool here. Kurt Cobain had more talent in his little pinky than Dave Grohl has in his whole body. I'm sorry, it's the truth, guys. At least that's my opinion, right? Nirvana, legendary status. Foo Fighters, I can still walk around almost anywhere in America. Schools, down the street, cities, small towns, restaurants. Wherever you go, you're gonna find people wearing a Nirvana shirt. Rightfully so. Probably the last of the big legendary bands. I can't think of a bigger, legit rock band that has been around since, and that will be around in 50 years from now, which Nirvana will be around 50 years from now. Our great grandkids still might be wearing Nirvana shirts. And you put on those first couple Nirvana records, and I'm sorry, they bury anything by the Foo Fighters. But I could carry on forever with this topic, I guess. In the end, we all heard the news this week. Dave Grohl, maybe not so Mr. Nice Guy after all. Maybe you still think he is. That's your prerogative. I'm fine with that. Everybody's got their opinions. Some people will cast cheaters as the worst people on earth. Some people say, oh, he's a rock star. That's fine. No big deal. And I support whatever you guys think. Personally, the reason I made this video is I just kind of wanted to say, this was not that big of a surprise for me. I always felt like he was kind of a fraud. And I don't know if doing this makes him a fraud. My point is, he's not always cracked up to be what he puts out there, all right? But in the end, none of us really know anything about the guy, truly. But you know what? It's just some fun celebrity gossip. But again, I definitely got to stick with Nirvana. Definitely kicks Foo Fighters' ass. And yes, David Grohl is merely a pimple on Kurt Cobain's ass. On that note, guys, here on Friday the 13th, out on this beautiful hiking trail, I'm going to let you guys go. Leave me any comments you feel like down below. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a good weekend. We will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.